He whispers in my ears but has no mouth. Who is he? Why does he only speak to me at night? Hello, welcome back to another episode of Mr. Nightmare. I'm your host. And tonight we have a very interesting story for you. It comes from our anonymous subscribers. We have a lot of them, so we'll be reading these. If you'd like to submit your own story, go to our submission link. You can find it in the description below. And if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Our first story is titled, He Whispers in My Ear But Has No Mouth. I was raised by my grandparents and parents. They were poor people and had great morals and values, which they passed down to me. Because of their poverty, we didn't get to eat a lot of good things. But because of their teachings, I never felt like I was missing out on anything. When I was around 9 years old, my father got me a book about religion and told me to read it. I remember that there was a picture of an angel on the cover. It was one of the few books we had in our house, and I read it multiple times. The stories in it were so fantastical and filled with adventure. My favorite part of the book was where it talked about heaven. It said that when you die and are judged by God, if you are a good person, then you will get to go to heaven and live with God and angels forever. In the book, it was mentioned that angels appear to humans to deliver important messages from God. I would always pray to God to let me see an angel. But nothing ever happened. One day, not long after I had turned 12, my grandfather died. I was crying because I loved him very much, but my grandmother was very calm and told me that my grandpa had gone to see God. She told me that he was now an angel and was watching over us from heaven. I wasn't sure if she was just saying that to comfort me, but it made me feel a bit better. For many years, I did not think about angels or God. I focused on school and friends. I grew up and eventually moved out of my parents' house and started my own family. One day I was telling my husband about my childhood, and I remembered how much I wanted to see an angel. Suddenly I heard a voice in my head saying, "Do you still want to see an angel?" I ignored the voice and went on with my daily routine. Later that night I was brushing my teeth before bed when I heard the voice again. It said, "If you want to see an angel, you must believe." I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to ignore the voice, but I also didn't know how to show that I believed. Then I fell to my knees and prayed to God, "I want to see an angel. Please show me one." Then I closed my eyes and waited. All I could hear was the sound of my own breathing. After a while, I heard the voice again. It said, "Open your eyes." I opened my eyes and saw an angel standing in front of me. Its wings were white and it glowed brightly. I couldn't look away from it. The angel came closer and said, "Your grandfather is here to take you to heaven." I was scared but excited. I asked, "Is this really heaven?" The angel replied, "Yes, this is heaven. Your grandfather has been waiting for you." I took the angel's hand, and it led me through a tunnel of light. At the end of the tunnel, I saw my grandfather. He was smiling and waving at me. I ran towards him and hugged him tightly. Then I looked back at the angel and thanked it for taking me to heaven. It smiled and disappeared. I felt so happy to be in heaven. There were no more pain or sadness here. The next thing I knew, I was waking up in my bed. I thought, was it all just a dream? Then I sat up in bed and looked around. Everything seemed normal. I walked to the bathroom and splashed some water on my face. As I looked at myself in the mirror, I noticed something strange. I had wings. They were white and shimmered in the light. I touched them and they felt real. Then I looked down and saw that I was wearing a white robe. I didn't know what to do. I had never seen an angel in real life before, so I didn't know what to do or what to say. I tried to move my hands, but they wouldn't move. They were stuck by my side. I tried to say something, but no sound came out of my mouth. I was scared and didn't know what to do. Then I heard a voice in my head saying, "Don't be afraid. I am here to help you." I looked around but didn't see anyone. "Who's there?" I asked. The voice said, "It's me. I'm here to help you." Then I heard footsteps. I turned around and saw a man walking towards me. He had a kind face and was wearing a white robe. He smiled at me and said, "Hello, child of God. I am here to help you." I asked, "Who are you?" The man said, "My name is Michael. I am one of God's angels." Then Michael explained to me that I was now an angel too. He said that God had chosen me to be his messenger, and that I had to deliver important messages to humans. I was scared, but honored. I knew that it was my duty to do God's work, but I also didn't know what to do. Michael said not to worry, because he would train me and teach me everything I needed to know. I was grateful for Michael's help. I knew that I had a lot to learn, but I was excited to start my new life as an angel. Michael showed me how to fly and use my powers. He also taught me how to deliver messages from God to humans. I learned that I could appear to humans in their dreams or in real life. I could also heal the sick and cast out demons. After many years of training, I was finally ready to do God's work. Michael gave me a mission to deliver a message to a young girl who needed help. I was nervous, but I was also excited to finally put my training to use. I flew to the girl's house and appeared to her in a dream. I delivered God's message, and the girl was grateful for my help. From that day on, I continued to deliver messages from God to humans. I helped those in need and spread His word. I knew that my mission was important, and I was proud to be God's messenger. One night I was delivering a message to a young boy who was sick. As I appeared in his dream, I heard a voice in my head saying, "Stop." I turned around and saw a tall, dark figure standing behind me. The figure had sharp claws and teeth, and its eyes glowed red. "Who are you?" I asked, scared. The figure said, "I am the demon that has been tormenting the boy's soul. You cannot help him." Then the demon attacked me. I tried to fight back, but it was too strong for me. Just when I thought I was defeated, the boy's mother came into his room, and the demon vanished. I knew that I had to try harder to help the boy. I went back to the angel realm to get help. Michael and the other angels helped me defeat the demon and save the boy's soul. I was grateful for their help. I knew that I couldn't have done it alone. After the battle with the demon, I became a stronger and more experienced angel. I continued to do God's work and help those in need. I never forgot the importance of my mission and the responsibility that came with being God's messenger. Now the whispering in my ear, it is the boy I saved. He grew up and became a priest. Now he delivers God's message to humans just like me. I don't know how he managed to communicate with me without a mouth, but I'm guessing it's thanks to God. His power knows no bounds. Thank you for listening to my story.